So welcome everyone to the Modernized Productivity and Collaboration, the Google Way webinar today with GoPomelo and some special guests from Google and a customer speaker as well. The first thing I'd like to do is get some introductions out of the way. My name is Elliot. I look after the enterprise sales at GoPomelo. We're also joined by Kelvin, who is our manager of enterprise sales in Singapore, as well as Edwin, who leads our technical team across Asia. A couple special guests that we have Alpha Zhang from Google joining us, who leads Google Workspace technical CE. And we've also got Mr. Lenny Lee from Ocean Network Express, who looks after their IT operations there. And he's going to be sharing a bit with us about how they've enjoyed Google Workspace. So just to share a little bit on our agenda today, we'll start off with an introduction, tell you a bit about who GoPomelo are and what we've been able to help customers achieve. Then we'll jump into Google Workspace, have our special customer sharing session, then have Google join us to share what's new in Google Workspace, and then we'll wrap up and have a nice Q&A session. So to get us started, GoPomelo have had over 12 years now of success in the cloud. We started in 2008 focusing on SaaS solutions, especially email and web security, and then in 2011 became a Google partner. We quickly understood how Google's cloud technology had the potential to transform and change the landscape of enterprise IT. Over the preceding years, we've then proved our theory of partnering with best-in-class cloud technologies with G Suite by rolling out other solutions. We then rolled out Google Maps, Google Search, and Google Cloud Platform into our offerings. With these suites of solutions, we're now geared to help enterprises solve a spectrum of challenges and cloud technology. We've also enjoyed some expansion across Southeast Asia, where we started in Thailand. We're now in Singapore, Malaysia, Vietnam, and Hong Kong as well. And to our portfolio, including, we've added Workplace by Facebook to allow collaboration and team engagement with a new product. Our team is made up of cloud engineers, developers, and consultants that know their stuff. We place great weight on being certified to perform or consult on solutions we provide. And as a result, we're one of the most certified Google Cloud partners in the region. We've also achieved specializations in work transformation, application development, and location intelligence. This is an intensive accreditation program executed by Google Cloud to certify that our organization has the ability, experience, and results in these areas. Today, we have 4 physical offices, as I mentioned, across Southeast Asia with localized teams on the ground, and we're able to service the greater Southeast Asia region and now even into North Asia with our localized and international team. Some exciting news, we've taken on a partnership with Digital China Group out of China in the last year. Digital China was the 2020 Microsoft Partner of the Year. They've joined forces with GoPomelo to really allow us to complete our cloud technologies portfolio and service customers in the Google Cloud Platform, but also allow them to connect and enjoy multi-cloud and hybrid strategies, as well as bringing in expertise in things like machine learning and AI. So a really exciting time, and it's allowed GoPomelo to expand and offer better customer service and services altogether. A little bit about us. So as I mentioned, we have those 3 specializations: application development, transformation, and location-based services. We're also a very certified partner with certifications including cloud architect, data engineers, and our collaboration engineers. The areas that GoPomelo focus to deliver value for our customers include productivity and collaboration, where we'll mainly be focused today. So this includes Google Workspace, Workplace by Facebook, and applications like AppSheet for no-code development. We also provide cloud platforms, data, and applications, everything from infrastructure to data platforms to building out custom applications, including chatbots and Dialogflow. We have services to help you with your customer engagement, including CRM and omni-channel communication support, as well as talent-based solutions to help you recruit, train, and keep the best talent possible. Our first section is going to be in Google Workspace. And in this section, we'll have a few different topics we're going to be covering. We're going to start with talking about how you can collaborate from anywhere with Google Workspace and really talk about the power that brings. We'll then talk about how a special type of worker, the frontline worker, now has its own Google Workspace SKU focused on them and the value that can bring. We'll look at leveraging AppSheet to automate your processes with no-code applications. And we'll also take a deep dive into some compliance and data security on Google Workspace. So without further ado, I'm going to pass control over to my colleague Kelvin, who's going to take us through on some Workspace. And I hope you enjoy this session today. I'll be back on later to talk a bit about AppSheet. Thanks.
Thanks, Elliot. Hi, everybody. I'm Kelvin. I'm based in Singapore, leading the sales for all around everything that GoPomelo has to offer in Singapore and the region. So let me just touch on Google Workspace right now. So for those of you who are here, existing Google Workspace customers, you may already know some of this information. We hope we can give you a bit more glimpse into this solution itself. And then for new customers who have no idea what Google Workspace is all about, hopefully this will be informative for you. So I'd just like to touch on a little bit about the top 3 collaboration trends in 2020 and 2021, right? So as we all know, that this COVID situation has really driven all businesses of all types into remote working wherever that's possible. And this remote working trend is going to be here to stay. I'm not saying that everything will be remote working. It would be more like a hybrid style of working moving forward altogether. And then I think organizations all around the world have also found out that basically remote working or flexible working arrangements actually benefited their own organization, where productivity as well as kind of like a collaborative gains within the organization is huge. Security has also then become even more of a priority, because with your employees working from home, working at home, not within your organization's network protection and everything, how Google Workspace, for example, as a solution, will be able to deliver such security features and functionality where you can manage your employees even though they are working from home or working at home. And then thirdly is really how simplicity of the tool would be key to the productivity and collaborative gain within your organization. Because imagine if you were to put in a slew of different solutions, and with your employees not having the right knowledge on how to use them correctly, it will even take more time for them to learn all these new tools or solutions before they even get productive and start working well together. Now, I'd just like to show a very quick video for those customers who don't already know what Google Workspace is. Just a very quick one, a preview into what this tool is all about.
Okay, let's get started.
Can we make that orange?
Great, there we go.
Okay, what do you think, Steve? Steve?
Great. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And I think one key takeaway from this short video is really Google Workspace is a collaboration tool. It's not just an office tool, another office tool that you are going to use or your organization is going to take and implement within your organization. Okay? And yeah, it's really everything in one place where you can get all your work done. Where we have already, Google has just announced, I think earlier this week, that they have 3 billion active users, daily active users as of now. And I think this has even surpassed the other office tool that has been in the market for the past 1 to 2 decades, right? And really, I think you can see from here, right, the logos, although they are not based or HQ based out of Singapore, you can see a lot of international well-known organizations such as Spotify, AirAsia, and Carrefour, or even Twitter. These are really international organizations where they believe that Google Workspace as a collaboration tool has enabled their businesses to grow and scale at a never seen before level compared to when they were using any other tools. So what can we do for your business? As in what Google Workspace will be able to do for your business? It will allow you to really continue the engagements with your employees. Therefore, creating higher retention, lower churn, lower turnover within your organization, because simply they enjoy what they work and they enjoy their work using this collaborative tool. And with that, it will naturally just grow innovation within your organization, and that's where companies would really see kind of like a stronger profit growth within the organization. Imagine people don't have to worry about how they work, what tool should they be using, this kind of thing, and then they can focus their energy and time basically on being productive and creating new innovative products where the organization would stand to benefit. And then of course, this is really powering the next generation of workforce. Imagine all the school goers in the institutions, things like that. They are basically empowered with Google technology. They are so used to working with their co-workers or their classmates, right, on Google suite of product, where they create their presentation slides, where they create documents, project documents where they have to submit for their grading and things like that. They are really so used to this. So imagine if you are not looking at this tool or this collaboration tool altogether, you are going to lose out greatly in terms of talent attraction, talent acquisition moving forward. And this really have direct translation into your business product impact. So like I said, the hours saved equates to hours of productivity gain for your organization. The amount of on-demand tech support is reduced greatly, where then your resources can then be reallocated to really put focus into those business units that really drive your business forward. And then in terms of the ROI driven by Google Workspace, I think is huge. We have seen this noticeably with all our customers already in this point. And really what makes us different, this right is really what we do. Flexible workspace, it just works. Because like I mentioned earlier, if you have a lot of different tools within your organization where your worker employee has to decide which one to work on, it really complicates things and it really takes a long time. And then helpful technology like the Google AI, I'm sure we all use google.com, right? The more we search, the more the AI will be accustomed to how the way we search, and it will present the kind of search results that we would typically want within the first top 3 search return that comes back from it. It is the same technology that will be powering this Google Workspace altogether. And then of course, the simple cloud-based products are chosen because it's loved by billions of people. And it's just a simple way of working. We are no longer looking at an office suite where it can enable you to do this, and that. But it's more like, oh, how intuitive it can be, how quickly can work be done, and things like that. And basically, the flexible solutions also made it easy for you to work securely from anywhere. Like for myself, right? If I'm traveling on the road and things like that, I'll be working on my mobile. The user interface and the kind of interactions that I have with the Google Workspace, be it on my mobile or on my desktop or laptop, it's the same. And I can create documents and things and everything, both on mobile as well as my laptop or desktop. And then the hardware that works for you and really work anywhere for you as well. So imagine back to office, you have a lot of clunky items within your meeting rooms. Like you have a whiteboard, you have projector, you have maybe speakers here and there, and then microphone here and there. really in Google, it will just require 2 or 3 pieces of hardware where it will make your entire meeting room clutter-free, as well as it will just look nice even when you have customers visiting your offices as well. And like I said, the helpful tools, right? Like I said, it will help you maximize your time because the tools work is very, how to say, interoperable. So basically, when you're working on a document, you can share a slides, or you can immediately share your screen or start a meeting from there. It prevents you from doing or going to different tools or different places to get work done. It basically allows you to do that without switching applications altogether. And then it's human-centric design where it's really easy and intuitive, where even kids, like my own kids, right, they can just pick a device and then they can start doing things on their own. So really, it is kind of like a, how should I put it, very intuitive simply, and you simply don't have to really take a lot of effort to train your employees to make sure that they know which tools or which application they should be using for their work. And then really, in a nutshell, it basically helps you to allow communication to happen, allow collaboration to happen, and allow your IT administrators to basically take control of the security and well-being of the organization's data, right? So this really simply wrapped up the entire Google Workspace introduction that we have prepared. And yeah, so if you have any questions, please feel free, right? And then basically for Google Workspace, there are 2 license family. The business family, where it's really looking at more SMB focused customer, anything below 300 employee size, it will most likely be within the business family. And then for the enterprise family is really looking at larger organizations where they have a lot more how to say, administrative control as well as advanced security and compliance requirements, and that's where you have to look at the enterprise family altogether. Right, so just another quick video to really wrap up about Google Workspace before I start touching on the Google Workspace frontline skill, which might be interesting for some of your organizations. So as you can see very quickly in the video, right, really I think over the past 1 year, Google has made tremendous improvement into Google Meet, which is the exact tool that we are using right now, as well as chat, because it has enabled chat to create rooms where you can track tasks, share files, and better manage the knowledge moving forward in your organization. So imagine you setting up a group or a chat room, right? Basically, anybody that will be added into this chat room moving forward will have all the precedented details, files, or even chats all in that same room, where then the really onboarding of this new team member into this team, for example, would have a shorter learning curve where it has all the right information gathered in the one single place. This would really increase your productivity in a sense for your organization. Okay, let me just quickly get into the final bits of the Google Workspace. This is really talking about how Google technology is really helping you to help block spam or other compromised emails or scams that could be possibly getting into your hosted email solutions right now. I'm sure some of you may be still using some hosted email solution where you'll be getting a lot of spams coming in. So basically in Google, it helps you block this automatically. And phishing and all these kind of things are really just what Google is so good at doing, right? Even on your own Gmail account, personal Gmail account, I'm sure you don't see as many spams as compared to the other free email accounts that you have. So like in the earlier video, it's showing that this is the cleanest cloud in the industry. And then basically Google has promised that they'll be going carbon free by 2030 as well.